up, y'all? It's your girl Ariana Chanel, and today I'm here with my best friend,
Hilaria Leanne.
Can you read it again? And today, you just said Hilaria Leanne. Okay, and I'm here with my best friend,
Hilaria.
Let's talk about that. Get it together. We're here today to provide an advice video of basically, getting over a bad relationship. As you can tell, I did change the title of my series. Instead of How to Get Over an F-Boy, it is going to be titled Choosing You. So as we know, we just stepped into a new year, 2017, and I wanted to address some issues, that happened in 2016. I wanted to come into 2017 with basically a fresh new start and a clean slate, because I did realize, last year I was focusing so much on just getting over an F-boy, but this year I want to focus on choosing yourself, because at the end of the day, things happen. You can get sucked in, when you're trying to get over an F-boy, you can get sucked right back in and start messing with him again, and it's a lot of things that can happen. So this year is all about yourself, finding yourself, and so I wanted to just basically rebrand this whole series and title it Choosing You, because at the end of the day, that's what truly matters. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We first want to, we have three main points, we want to get into. I feel like the first topic that you need to address is, the red flags, because that's the most important part, don't you say? Mm-hmm. So red flags, what are red flags? They're like, things that you should catch your attention to make you realize maybe this isn't the relationship for me. The first red flag that we do have is lack of communication. I feel like that is the most important one.
Agreed.
What do you feel like lack of communication means, Hilaria?
Basically just not being able to communicate what you expect in a relationship, or even if y'all aren't in a relationship yet, still talking to someone is a commitment. So itself, you need to sit down and be like, okay, what is this? What are we doing? Because then you don't want feelings to get involved, and somebody's feelings get hurt and the expectations are all off. Also just really communicate and just simple stuff like, you ain't gotta lie.
Yes, lying is a part of communication, as I was told, because at the end of the day, it's like, if you can lie about small things, you're lying about big things, and then that's when trust comes into play. And without trust, you really don't have a relationship, to be honest. So if you feel like you can't trust your partner, then that should already be a red flag for you. But I feel like another part of communication is really arguing. While you are speaking about your problems, you're not really getting a clear focus. If you can't sit down and have a grown-up conversation, that's no communication. You shouldn't be going down each other's throats saying everything in the world just to try to say,
to try to prove a point or be macho about something, because at the end of the day, everybody's affected in a relationship.
You should not be arguing once a day. That's ridiculous. That's time to go. So I feel like another thing of lack of communication is, with the expectations, you giving 75% and they're only giving 20, and it's kind of like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? But another red flag is, to me, this one's a real, okay, you can definitely understand someone who is controlling on a male and female end. It's not just the males, it's the females as well. So controlling is basically, telling you what to wear, your physical appearance. If you're a guy saying, oh, you can't go in the house with those on, that's not okay. You're your own person. So I feel like that's already a sign of controlling. What do you think another thing of controlling for physical appearance would be?
Telling you this whole phase of makeup this and makeup that. If I want to look good, I can look good. I'm not wearing it for you. I didn't buy it because of you. So simple as that. Hair,
yes.
Hair.
Did y'all see that post on, it was Twitter and Instagram, you feel like you have to consult with your partner when you cut your hair? No, you don't have to cut your hair.
It's your hair. I didn't consult my mama and my daddy who gave me the hair, then no.
Well, I kind of have to still. But another thing with controlling is where you can and cannot go. Okay, we're all young. We range about 18 to 25 in a sense, college years, 18 to 25. If your significant other is telling you, specifically a man, you cannot go to that party, you're young, you are not married, you are not nothing. Like, you cannot tell someone where and where not to go. I just feel like you're too young to be trapped within this little realm where you can only go to your dorm and to the library. How that work? I mean, I feel like there's some boundaries, like, okay, you don't need to go to, like, don't you think there's some certain bad, like, out of respect, it's not really telling you where not to go, but it's kind of like, in a respectful relationship, you shouldn't go. Like, what do you think is the place you shouldn't go?
I don't think, you know, for me, just me, I don't think that it's okay for like the guy I'm talking to be going out to like strip clubs and stuff like that. Like, that's a no for me, just because like I'm really protective over who I talk to.
See,
so.
that's controlling.
But that's also trust.
Yes.
And I don't got it, so.
Well, you know, clearly we each have our own individual problems we need to fix.
Or if you're out here at, you know, and you go out with somebody that I necessarily don't like, and you know for a fact I don't like.
That's different though. That's not controlling. That's respect.
That's disrespectful. So going out with like somebody I really don't like, and you know I don't like them for a specific reason. Like for me, like I don't want you to be nowhere around them because it's just.
But realistically, in college you're gonna run into people you don't like regardless. But to me, that's not really controlling where you say you can't be with that person. That's more just out of respect, because I feel like if you're in a relationship, those are boundaries that you should already know. You feel me? So that's kind of different. Respect and telling you where you can and cannot go is two different things. Remember that. Of course, your man isn't going to want you to go to your ex-boyfriend's house to chill. That's just respect.
Or if they popping up at locations like.
Yeah, that's where you got the control. That has to stop.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. 2017. Do not pop up at anybody's event. This is not loving
Job.
Oh yes, please not pop up at job.
School, dorm, all that.
Harvest parking lot. But another thing with controlling is this is a very, you know, serious topic, and that is abuse in 3 different realms: emotionally, physically, and mentally. It's not just physical abuse anymore, guys. It's very emotional and mental, because that can, you know, definitely, that gets to a really serious topic. And if you feel like you have no one to go to, I will put a hotline number at the end of this video. That's something that you kind of have to think about yourself. If you've, you know, abuse is hitting anybody, you know, controlling is still type of a emotional, mental abuse, and saying anything to make you feel less than who you are. So that's a very serious topic that you definitely have to sit down and think about. And if you feel like you can't get out, there is a way to get out. So I feel like that covers most of the controlling aspects of a red flag, which is a major red flag. Another, you know, red flag is kind of like when you see the beginning of your relationship versus the end. In the beginning, you know, everyone wants to do anything to get with you, but they don't do those same things to stay with you. So if you feel like you're not, you know, getting the same value and appreciation that you did in the beginning of the relationship, it's probably time to let that go. Because I feel like if you truly love someone and you're truly in love with someone and it's a great, healthy relationship, you're still going to keep that same realm of things going throughout, correct?
Yeah, and that's where communication comes in too. Because you need to be able to talk to that person and be like, look, you're not doing the same stuff, you know, or either, you know, both of y'all see yourself changing, like you need to talk about stuff like that, because once it happens, it start going downhill. There's nothing that you can do. Like, you're supposed to talk about it and stuff.
So now that we addressed, you know, the red flags, you gotta address the issue. The issue when you actually decide, okay, am I gonna stay or am I gonna leave? So I feel like the first one is you gotta examine. So go through, like, make a list of all your red flags. Like, that's what I did. I first made a list of all the red flags, all things I did not like in your relationship. And then go to your partner and say, hey, can we sit down and talk? This is something we definitely need to talk about if we want to continue, right? Sit down, no yelling. Not in the face, none of that.
No
Sit
text messages.
Yes, sit down.
Way.
And then, you know, review it. I said give it 2 weeks, but I was told 2 weeks isn't long enough. So I would say maybe a month if you feel like.
If it's going too unhealthy, let it go.
Right then and there,
But if you see some type of slow progress.
that you feel like, once you examine the issues, you can tell if it's going to be worth trying though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's part of examining the issue. So after, you know, you address the issue, this is the real thing. let that hurt go. Hashtag let that hurt go. Okay. So, how you let go? Block on all platforms.
Everything.
The phone, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, AIM, email, all that. Even your YouTube account, no, because he might unsubscribe to me. So you need to block that. But another, like, because once you block it, it's like
it's a lot of ease.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about, okay, he's gonna call me, because once he calls you, you're gonna get sucked back in, especially if it's so fresh. Because this has happened to me plenty of times. I will say that is my problem, getting pulled back in. But one way you can't get pulled back in is focusing on you, and that's the whole purpose of this video. Choosing you. Focusing on you can mean staying busy. If you're a college student, getting involved on your campus to where like you're always doing something and just trying to free your mind a little bit and finding out what you love. Because you gotta figure out what's your passion, what's your drive. One thing that I did once I was trying to get over someone is like I started my YouTube channel. I started focusing on my makeup clientele because that's my passion. I'm focusing on me. So find stuff that you like to do. Like you might like to write, make music, certain stuff like that.
You find out a lot about yourself once you really take time and not focusing on how somebody else or like expectations somebody else has for you, or you have to do this and this for somebody. You really like figure yourself out, because once I got out of my relationship that I was in, I got closer to my relationship with God, closer to the friends that I had because they were there, for support, and just really like you'll find little stuff about yourself that you didn't even know, or like
honestly
getting some good sleep at night,
because on FaceTime trying to go to sleep,
or trying to figure out the issues,
or trying to argue,
or just trying to be great. Just be great.
Yes, and honestly, like you have to don't rush into someone else. I know how that saying goes. But you can't rush into another relationship with someone else, because then you really haven't truly found you. You're still going relationship after relationship after relationship. You'll never have time to yourself to focus on what you love, what you want to see in a man, because these relationships are meant for growth. You're meant to see these relationships and be like, okay, this is what I know I can't have in the next relationship. So when you do choose to go in that dating pool, do not go for the same type. My problem is I like hood guys. I can't go for that same type because that's the ones that hurt you the most. So you can't go for it. You can't go for the light-skinned, nice smile, bearded man. You gotta
sing. Oh. Don't do it.
Don't go back. Leave light skins alone. 2017.
Step out of your comfort zone, because step out of your type, because I'm telling you, you might find somebody.
Okay, but honestly, another one is cutting off the friends and families of that significant other. This kind of has to go a little bit with blocking, but this is honestly a hard one, because once you're really close to the family and friends, like, you just have to tell them, as a woman, I feel like I need time to myself, and that means I cannot communicate with you, because they can be telling you, stay with him, he's my cousin, he's my son, like all this stuff. So you kind of have to separate for a little bit to find yourself again, which goes into, all that. So you don't get sucked back in,
and they'll try to give you updates also, like, oh well, he's doing this, this, and this, or she's doing this, this, and this.
He's got a job.
Once you let that person go, all the stuff they be doing don't matter. It doesn't matter, because you're supposed to be figuring out yourself. So let that hurt go.
And finally, to basically wrap up this video, what you need to do is have fun. You are not married. You're finally not in a committed relationship. So go have fun. Go turn up with your girls. Have a girls' night. Have a girls' day. Relaxation, massages, nails done, hair done. You're gonna look good. Go exercise. Go work on your body. So when you run into him one day,
right? You're gonna be like, yeah.
But in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this relationship, and I hope that you can find the strength to choose you for once and try to let all this hurt go and let that F-boy go in general, to be honest. Make sure you choose you. At the end of the day, if you didn't receive nothing from this video, choose you. Let that go in your head every single day. Put it on your wallpaper. Choose you. Like, do
not the wallpaper.
So you can have a daily reminder.
Make it your pin sweet.
That's good. And then, put the video at the bottom. You see this.
Tell them to subscribe.
Make sure, yes, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and share. Support one another and share my videos so everyone can get a dose of this and realize they have to choose you. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. It will be a makeup tutorial, and I'll see you then.